Hello guys, this is Engineer Vakas Ahmed, and in today's video I'm going to guide engineers who are civil engineers, electrical, mechanical, chemical, how they can become project manager in next 5 years. I know you people belongs to different kind of experience ranges. Some of you people are fresh engineers, some of you people are like mid-career, and some of must be experienced level engineers. Today's video is equally valuable for every kind of experienced guy because you people, if you are passionate to become a project manager, then these skill sets are really urgent for you people to learn, right? So fasten your seat belts and stay till end of today's video. Okay, don't go away because I am going to share with you people the skill sets, the tips which I have learned over the period of last 15 years while serving in multinational companies oil and gas sector in Gulf region. My name is Engineer Vakas Ahmed, and before getting into the detail of today's video, I would request you people to subscribe this channel and share this link with your fellows as well, and like this video so that in future if I can make any video, you can get the video link on time. So I'm going to explain like a project manager job career. So whenever we are going to talk about a project manager, you can split this designation into two names, project and manager. So let's focus on this thing, manager. Once you are going to be called as a manager, it means you are going to manage the things. You are a specialist in managing the things, right? Having experience of your own things might be possible. You are a civil engineer and you are working in building construction project, road construction. You are mechanical engineer and you are working pipeline, oil and gas, fabrication. Electrical engineer might be working in grid station projects, and all the engineers having their own fields. But when you are going to be designated as a project manager, so manager is expert specialist in managing the things. There are multiple things to manage your projects, right? There are time management, there is cost management, there are resources, you need to manage them. You have to take care about the strategy decisions as well, right? So a project manager is the guide, is the person who's going to take care about all these things. He is the person who's going to deliver that product or project in successful way. So let's start how all the fresh engineers they can imagine themselves in this job designation, where they can find themselves after 10 years, after 5 years as a project manager. So this thing is going to start with very common skill set, which is called EPC planning. EPC planning is the first step of this job career. In this, you can see that EPC planning control using Primavera P6. This is like you need to understand. I will be sharing with you the skill set. You need to understand Primavera P6. Like you have to, you are a fresh engineer or you are a mid-career level engineer, and now you decided that in future, after 5 or 6 years, I want to become a project manager in some multinational company, right? So now the first skill set you need to learn is EPC planning using Primavera P6. This skill set is actually dealing with the construction management, or in which you are going to learn about how to handle your designing phase, how to handle your project designers. Like everything is going to start from the design. Then from that design you are going to take off the quantities, that is called procurement, like you making contract with the vendors, with the suppliers, making arrangement of your material items, resources and all that, right? So E for engineering, P for procurement, and then construction. So you are going to develop your project schedule like the way you are watching right now. This is Primavera P6 interface, and you can see that everything is very well defined. There is well defined Gantt chart as well. Every logic is very explanatory, that when I'm going to start this route survey, which date, how many days it will require, right? Everything is there. And if I can get into the details, I will be given everything, that how many people are required to conduct this activity, right? You can see, right? And what are the days required. So behind these beautiful dashboards there is a large working. If you want to learn that comprehensive working or skill set, you can also watch my video, the link is given above, right? So learning this skill set is actually developing EPC planning and Primavera P6. is actually developing a document which is called project execution plan or project schedule or work program, which is going to be a reference document or baseline for every guy who is part of that project, that how to implement, how to execute work on the site, what are the contractual milestones, when we have to start that work, when we have to end up that work, how to pay the payments to the contractors, right? Everything is planned within this document. So learning this thing with the more amazing insights, concepts, best practices, right, as per project management standards with Primavera P6 is called EPC planning. So the first milestone as a fresher, as a mid-career level, if you are a 2 to 3 years of field experience guy, you should also start from this level as well, right? So this is also skilled planning engineering job career. The second milestone, if you are a mechanical engineer, now there is a difference between these two things. EPC planning is actually dealing with your project management, whereas shutdown management is actually dealing with your maintenance planning or operation management. You people might understand very well that what is the difference between project and operation. When you are going to construct a building, a very at very starting level, like you need design, you need procurement, you need construction, this need construction management need to be conducted there, right? So that is project management. But when this building is done, that is converted into some instrumentation room, into some grid station, into some kind of refinery, so you need maintenance. So that is shutdown management. You are going to deal with the heavy equipment, the plant, refinery, food and beverages plant, textile mill, cement industry, heavy equipment is there. Once that equipment was initially installed there as per project management or EPC planning, that was EPC project, right? But now that is actually in the operation, producing oil, gas, different kind of products, but we need to conduct maintenance to make it more reliable. So that phase is called shutdown management. So if you are a mechanical engineer, electrical, chemical, I'm not talking about civil. For every other engineer, civil, electrical, mechanical, chemical, they need to understand EPC planning on the first end, right, from the scratch level. Everybody need to understand. But shutdown management is only important for mechanical, electrical and chemical engineers who are actually dealing with heavy equipment like boilers, like tanks, like machinery, like rotary equipment, like stationary equipment, right? So the second part is shutdown management. Within 6 months, you have to learn this shutdown management if you are already working in maintenance industry. EPC planning is mandatory because that is the first step. If you are directly jumping into the shutdown management, you will be confused that how to do planning. First, and you must be understanding EPC planning. So these skills are going to help you how to make your project schedules, how to understand or implement your project contractual milestones, how to develop your critical path method, resource management, cost management, scope management, procurement management, risk management, progress report compilation. Everything would be under the umbrella of EPC planning and shutdown management as per their certain frameworks, right? So after like 1 year, you need to understand the next one skill, which is called delay analysis and claims management. Now, if somehow something like within Primavera P6, if something is delayed, your project is not getting on time, like 5 June 2021, it was supposed to deliver, but now your project is gone, that 1 year is gone actually, but you are not in the position to deliver that project. Now you are going to conduct one study, EOT, extension of time, right? In closing phase of your project, you are going to evaluate what were the reasons, delay events, risk which happened on the course line of this project, which delayed this project. So that actually certification is called EOT, extension of time. You are going to compile this report, you are going to negotiate with client and asking for the extra time. If there is a responsibility you find by the client side that caused this project to delay, then you are going to ask for money as well, because your machinery was on site area, you were on standby, right? You were paying the rent for those machinery, for those people as well. So there is a deep forensic schedule analysis. You are going to use Primavera P6. You are going to understand that what are the methodologies like windows analysis, time impact analysis, impacted as collapse. There are different kind of methodologies which will be recommended as per the project situation by the client consultant, mentioned in the contract document, right? So that is called delay analysis and claims management. So once you are done with that EPC planning, within next 2 years, you should understand this certification, this skill set as well. Because after understanding delay analysis and claims management, you will be offered like senior planning engineer job positions as well. This is very, very important. And then next 2 years, you should pursue PMP, project management professional, the certification offered by PMI, right? So at the a lot of people I come across who are coming up to me that they need career coaching. They are already PMP certified, but they are not well aware about Primavera P6, EPC planning, delay analysis. So they are going to reverse their cycle, right? From the start, you have to start your job career as a EPC planner, then shutdown management if you are mechanical, electrical, chemical, right? And if you are civil, then EPC planning is enough. And after this, you have to understand delay analysis and then PMP. Then this is going to become your eligibility endorsement for your project manager job designation. So in any company, they require you should be very good to handle all of your teams, time management, cost management. You should be having. So for that, you are going to learn EPC planning or shutdown management. Then delay analysis, if project is disturbed, is delayed, how to conduct those analysis reports, how to guide your team, how to negotiate with client. And then PMP, ultimate certification. And then at the end, you are going to become a project manager. If you are a fresh engineer, this job career skill learning journey may take 6 to 7 years. If you are a mid career level engineer, like 5 to 6 years or 3 to 5 years of experience, it may take 3 years. Like in 3 years, you have to learn all of these things. But if you are 10 years experience giant or guy, you should take only 1 year, cover all these skill sets, and become a project manager. Show your eligibility. And why Primavera P6 oriented job career is very much valuable, why everybody is going to talk about it, why every time I'm going to endorse this skill set, because this is really high demanding on construction projects like building, roads, everywhere you can imagine, you can name the project, you need project management to implement on that project, right? So that is how project planning engineers are valuable. And oil and gas projects, yeah, they need planning engineers to be there. Pipeline, fabrication, petrochemical, refinery, upstream, downstream, midstream, every industry need planning engineer, and high demand for planning engineers. And plant shutdown are also looking for, every time you see advertisement, you can find there schedulers and planners. So high demand for planning engineers in shutdown management. And after you are done with your skill set, the way I have defined that how you have to adopt this job career, right? I think you are much more familiar right now what you need to take the next steps, right? But there are few steps I am going to share with you people which are purely I have extracted from my previous experience, and I call it golden job hunting rule by engineer Vakas Ahmed. What are these? You are a planning engineer, you are a design engineer. The first thing, any engineer, like the career line you want to define, first of all, you need to define your career line, industry division, planning engineering, design engineering, contract estimator, resident engineer, whatever the industry division should be there. The second one, make the list of the companies which are going to offer you jobs, like company list like Parsons, Jacobs, Black Cat, KBR, KEO, Bechtel, WSP, Aramco, Schlumberger, Weatherford, Halliburton. You must have 100, around 100 companies which are working in the Gulf region. Why? Because I support always engineers to find your next job in Gulf region, right? So you should always have a list in your pocket which have 100 plus companies which are operating in Gulf region. And then next, network with the people who are working in these companies. This is a smart move. Like, I don't need to you know engage with the people who are jobless. I need to look for people who are already working in these companies. on professional seats. I know you people might be thinking how to do that one. You can do that using LinkedIn. Network with them, send them friend request every day, 5 people, 3 people, 5 people, follow them up. But don't ask them about the jobs. Ask them for the you know guidelines, right? And the next thing is, know about those companies, apply in those companies after learning these skill sets. Like, once you are done with these companies list, you are going to add company people which are already working there. Show them that you are inspired by them. Know about those companies, learn those skills, prepare your ATS CVs, and apply within those companies online. So this is the complete job career strategy. I believe that if you are following all these things, first spot, you need to understand career line, right? How to follow project manager job designation. And the second spot, you need to understand how to make your job hunting. And LinkedIn is the key player in this. You should go on LinkedIn. I have many videos already made on LinkedIn. You can go into my playlist, search there with the LinkedIn by engineer Vakas Ahmed. You can find there a lot of things. Chat GPT, you should add in your daily basis job hunting. I have already made video on that as well. And most importantly, I will repeat again, Primavera P6 learning. I have already made many videos about it. But despite of this, if you like this video and you think that I should be there in the engineer Vakas Ahmed live webinar to learn more, then there is a link given in this video details where you can find my upcoming live webinar, and you can learn many more amazing things in my coming live webinar, right? So see you inside my upcoming live webinar.